Got an old car? You can donate it, whether it's running or not, to the United Breast Cancer Foundation and save a life. They'll even come and pick it up for free. The United Breast Cancer Foundation has saved hundreds of women's lives through their free or low-cost breast screen exams. But now they need your help. The United Breast Cancer Foundation wants to save more lives through early detection by offering women free or low-cost breast screening exams. And donating your old car, SUV, or truck, whether it's running or not, helps pay for them. Plus, you get a charitable tax deduction. Help the United Breast Cancer Foundation save lives by donating your old car, SUV, or truck. Call now for free pickup. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. Call right now. That number again is 800-280-2144.
Every week we have a Wednesday. This week we invited you. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. It's Hump Day. And it's Rod and Ray on the radio with Captain Chris and a whole lot more. And she is Rachel Marie. I'm Rod Williams Stoll. Glad that you are there. And we are here and we are all together on this Wednesday, the 17th of July, 2019. First of all, I feel bad for the kids. Why? Back to school specials here in the Phoenix area. This is the most ridiculous thing. It is the second year that I have fought this here. The kids go back to school on Monday. Monday. It's not even done with July yet. School was closed for, say it with me now, summer vacation. Summer runs until like the 20th or the 21st of September. Now, when I lived in LA, we got out the second week of June and we went back to school the second week of September. Here, they got out at mid-May, and they go back to school next week. Folks, when I gave them the number run, they didn't have an answer for me. Now, wait a minute. You know and I know that I get too involved with numbers. I said, look at your power bill for the month of August compared to the month of October. And what's the difference? It's over $2 million higher for all the schools in our school district. Why? Because next week when they go back to school, Monday is 109, Tuesday is 109, Wednesday is 108, Thursday is 107, and Friday is 110. If they didn't go back to school until September, temperatures would be in the 90s or the 80s, and they would save that money. All this stuff about employees getting paid properly, teachers and administrators and everything else, is great. I don't have any problem with that. Everybody should get paid for working. But if you're just going to take $2 million for one little school district that we have up here and just light the money on fire, how are you ever going to do what's right with it? It's ridiculous. And why should kids have to go back to school before it's even August? What if your parents don't have their vacations until summer vacation? You can't even have a family get-together, a family trip or something like that because Dad doesn't get his vacation until August? Think, use your brain. It's much tougher to run a school in the middle of August in the desert than it is in the middle of October or November. This is not rocket science. This is a simple thing. They won't even look at it. Why? It's the same amount of schools. Schools everywhere in the nation, kids have to go X amount of days. And the federal government pays the state and local governments for every day that they're there. You think attendance is higher if you start school in September than if you start it at the end of July? I bet it is. Because what about, once again, those people that have to go on vacation in August because the father can't get off? They don't take their kids out of school. School doesn't get paid. And that's just a sidebar to this problem. This is why people begin to hate government and then begin to loathe government and then begin to say, well, you can't be right. You're the government. It's like a bad lawyer joke or something, you know. It becomes truth because of the way business is done. Rod and Ray are on the radio. Ray will be with us in a little while. Captain Chris is here. You are there. We're all together on Daybreak, USA.
There's no question you need omega-3s. But which form should you take? Fish oil or krill oil? Scientists have debated this for years. Luckily, there's a new solution to satisfy everyone. It's called Krill Omega 50 Plus. It combines ultra-pure fish oil and joint-soothing krill oil together in just one tiny pill. It's so powerful, it can promote the health of your heart and your arteries. And if that wasn't enough, it can also boost your joint comfort in just days. We're so sure Krill Omega 50 Plus will work for you. We'll even send you a free bottle to put to the test. The debate is over. It's not fish oil or krill oil. It's both. And now it's free. Just pay $4.95 for shipping and claim your free bottle. Call now. 1-800-399-6392. 1-800-399-6392. That's 1-800-399-6392.
This report is brought to you by Crescent Tools. Most toolboxes contain a crescent wrench, which tradesmen and DIYers have trusted for more than a century. But what many call a crescent wrench isn't always the real deal. The reason? True crescent wrenches are made by Crescent Tools, which started producing the adjustable wrench in 1907. However, few realize that Crescent is the brand, not the tool. Nor do they understand that Crescent makes more than just wrenches. Brendan Walsh, Director of Product Management at Crescent Tools.
What a person thinks is a crescent wrench may just be an adjustable wrench, and there's a difference. We've innovated the crescent wrench to meet the needs of today's tool user and have expanded to offer a solid crew of tools in addition to wrenches.
While wrenches are their signature products, Crescent manufactures 2,800 tools including files, snips, storage cabinets, and measuring tapes, establishing Crescent Tools as one of the most respected professional hand tool brands in the world. So, the next time you reach into your toolbox, check to see if it's actually a crescent wrench or an imposter. For more information, visit www.crescenttool.com.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaruth, the capitalist evangelist. I'm here to introduce you to a special company with the potential to be one of the great all-American stories. Fortum Resources is a publicly traded, diversified natural resource company with oil, gas, and mining properties in North America and internationally. Fortum is led by Chairman Mark Bruner, the legendary oil man who built Ultra Petroleum from a 15-cent stock to $200 per share, creating $15 billion in shareholder profits. Mark has 30 years of experience in the oil and gas industry, overseeing contracts with Halliburton, ExxonMobil, and Hess. Fortum has over 350,000 acres of oil and gas resources, and more than half the acreage has been evaluated by world-renowned auditors Deloitte Touche. Fortum also owns the rights to the 180-square-mile City of Gold mining property. Fortum is traded on 2 global exchanges, U.S. ticker symbol FTMR. Repeat, FTMR. This is a rare ground floor opportunity to capitalize on a proven energy industry legend. Please visit FortumResources.com. That's Fortum, F-O-R-T-E-M, resources.com.
Welcome back, quarter after the hour. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm Rod Williams. Still, Rachel joins us shortly. Captain Chris with us this morning, too, of course, as always. Otherwise, I would think I was in the wrong building. Oh, no, it's my house, that's right.
How do you pull it? I was just going to say, how do you pull that off?
My commute time is down to almost nothing.
I mean, what's the traffic time in downtown living room?
Every once in a while, Ray and I have to walk around each other. That would be about it.
So that's the only gridlock you get. That's usually in front of the coffee table?
That's about right.
All right.
Tomorrow, you talk about a made-for-television event. Tomorrow is maybe the worst idea that a news program has ever had.
Uh-oh.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is, I don't know if they're going to have ping pong balls or if it's going to go by the worst record or what it's going to go by. But Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time will be the draw for the second debate.
What?
It's going to be a half-hour show.
Now, are Dan Patrick and Chris Berman going to be doing the pregame show?
Yeah, and Boomer's going to have nicknames for all the candidates.
Well, Mike Fratello will be there. CNC is Desire Telestrator. That's what
Slow Joe Biden, OAC on approved credit. Oh, AOC, that's right.
No, that was good. She's not even she's not even a candidate. And she's going to find her way on the stage where she'll cry foul. See sports reference there. See what I did there?
Yeah, it should be a great event.
Tomorrow
What?
on pay-per-view.
What? I don't know how many of you out there watched the NBA draft lottery.
Oh, the lottery?
Draw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure just as many will be watching this breathtaking event.
What do we become, man?
Well, it's you talk about the clowns running the circus.
Is Elgin Baylor going to be there, to claim one of the 800 LA Clipper balls that are in the tank?
And, of course, at 6 o'clock, the candidates will have the slam dunk competition. And at 7 o'clock will be the home run derby.
Well, and at 8 o'clock, then you're going to have the 3-point lead over your rival candidate contest.
And all the candidates are going to try to say Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
Because that way they'll know how they're polling.
So let me get this right. So this is a draw, and it's not even for the same night. This is for a future debate.
No, this is for the 31st.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So that answers that question then. So
it'll be 12.
Debate. Yeah.
Yeah, the 30th and the 31st. Half the field, and they're only splitting it into half.
The first leg.
I hope Andrew Yang will be on the stage at the same time as Bernie Sanders. Everybody's just wondering, because sometimes they wear... What about if there's two candidates and they share a suit?
Ooh.
Because they don't have enough money to buy a whole suit for themselves. So on odd-numbered days, Bernie wears it, and on even-numbered days, Andrew Yang wears it.
In the next hour, we got to get our pal in Vegas, Mr. Avello, on the phone to see what kind of odds are on the boards out there.
Oh, put the line up, yeah.
Yeah, we got to see what's doing over there at the big house. So,
will Bernie and Joe be on the same night again, or will they split them? Yeah.
I got. I'm already tapping out on the selection.
Yeah, and then Wednesday they'll be deciding the CBS lineup for fall. Which show will follow which? They're going to have a drawing as opposed to sitting down and looking at it. Ridiculous. Rod and Radio continues with Captain Chris a whole lot more on Daybreak USA.
It is a horrible scenario, but it happens. Dennis writes about his wife. She was diagnosed with leukemia. In fact, she's a 2-time survivor. And in the midst of all that, they ran up over $1 million in medical bills. Thankfully, they're MediShare members. And Dennis says they are so thankful for that, how others came together to meet their needs. And that's how so many MediShare members feel. This is not health insurance. It's different. You don't have to pay for things you don't believe in. And like Dennis found out, it just works. So if you join MediShare, not only do you save a lot of money, the typical family saves about $500 a month, but you know where your money's going each month. You're helping people. And if the time should come, they'll be helping and even praying for you. So yes, it's different. And as more than 400,000 people now know when it comes to healthcare costs, different is beautiful. Find out more. Call 833-34 Bible. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and 3-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-985-1813 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Milberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-985-1813 now. Again, that's 800-985-1813. Employees of J.D. Milberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm loving my Balance of Nature. Since I started, I have not gotten one cold. I kind of fight everything. I get a little tickle, but it goes away.
It's just amazing the difference I felt. I want you to know how much I appreciate the counseling and so forth and your attention to your people. I have been a pretty big advocate for the Balance of Nature. I don't know how many truck drivers have asked me, how in the heck do you keep going at 88, 89 years old? I said, Balance of Nature. If they want to really enjoy some good health, get on Balance of Nature.
Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself. For a limited time, you can receive a 30% discount and free shipping on your first preferred order of Balance of Nature. Call 800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
At 23 minutes after the hour, Daybreak USA continues. You talk about bizarre days. Donald, if I was your advisor, I'd say every once in a while, you have to try not to win every battle. You can't win every battle. If we ever get in a war, there'll be a problem in it because we'll want to win every battle. You are in a battle with these 4 women who are Democrats of color or ethnicity differences. It's a battle that will do you no good. It can only hurt you. So, just back away from it. Just walk the other direction. You have to do that sometimes. That's the difference between politics and business. You don't have to fight every battle like it's the last battle. This battle means nothing. These are 4 people that their party isn't even giving respect to. Miss Pelosi is having a meeting today with the 4 women involved, doing something to the extreme that they're calling you the Fab Four or the club or the new kids on the block or whatever, doesn't do you any good. The president will do more good by never mentioning their name, because before they were sworn in January, nobody knew any of them. Nobody knew who they were except their little dot of the map that they came from in the United States, and all four are citizens. I have never liked that phrase, go back where you came from. I think it's idiotic, and I think it is not presidential, and I think it's one of those things that you don't say simply because you don't gain anything by it. Why take on battles that can only hurt you? We talked about this yesterday. 3 million votes Donald Trump lost by 3 years ago. If he loses by another 700,000 votes, and I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he's not going to win by a landslide. Because the way that these Democratic clowns are running their circus makes me believe they don't know what they're doing either. And they could blow themselves right out of the water. They could lose the House again. And everybody knows that wasn't a very good thing, that we got even less done. Mitch McConnell spoke yesterday. And even Mitch, who has been afraid to make a statement on this, says it's time to backpedal on the rhetoric.
There's been a lot of discussion about the events of the last couple of days, so I'd like to address it myself. I think there's been a consensus that political rhetoric has really gotten way overheated all across the political spectrum. We've heard facilities on the U.S. border called concentration camps. We've seen the far left throw accusations of racism at everyone, anyone who disagrees with them on anything, including the Speaker of the House. We've seen a freshman Democratic Congresswoman use anti-Semitic tropes and imply people only support Israel because of campaign contributions. The most vile accusations and insults against our nation have become incredibly routine, and we've seen back and forth of the past few days. Most of you know Justice Scalia was my sort of all-time favorite. Here's what he used to say. He said, "I don't attack people, I attack ideas." And I think that's a good lesson for all of us. From the President to the Speaker to freshman members of the House, all of us have a responsibility to elevate the public discourse. Our words do matter. We all know politics is a contact sport. But it's about time we lowered the temperature all across the board. All of us ought to contribute to a better level of discourse.
I think that's right. I think that trying to beat this one is not going to be good. Anyhow, that's my opinion. I'm only a voter, and sometimes I feel like I don't matter. I think these women need to be reined in, but they don't need to be told to leave the country. That is an unpresidential statement. The head of the UAW shouldn't say that if that worker doesn't like the working conditions, he should go get another job. If that leader doesn't like the tariffs we're putting on his country, then he should step down as the leader. Doesn't work that way. Won't work that way. But these women are not doing the right thing either. Everybody's wrong. That's where we come in to put on the straight and narrow. Rod and Radio continues, bottom of the hour. Hey, time for weather, time for sports, and then you come back right here. Thanks for being here.